Hey, good morning, everybody. Figured I'd do another unboxing. Got a pretty massive haul this week. Seems like a lot of cars are starting to come into different dealers, and I figured I'd share some of what I've got coming in. Show you what all is out. Where did I put my knife? All right. Here's the latest Scale Auto. It's the Porsche Hypercar, the Hertz version. Some really nice packaging. Really well done. Gorgeous looking car. And it looks like they cured the upside down Porsche problem they had on the first run of cars. You can't really see it, but it is correct on this one. It is right side up. It's hard to see. The letters are there. They're in black, so they aren't as visible as they were on the two previous versions of this. But there's that. So I'll set this one aside for now. Open up what we got else we have. That was another one I got from LEB. All right, next one up. Okay, and here are also Scale Autos. These are the two Formula 9097 based off the Tyrrells, or Tyrrell, however you want to pronounce it. These are the high nose. They do two versions of these 9097s, one in a high nose, one in a low nose, and these are the high nose versions. If I remember right, and I could be wrong, I think the Tyrrell was one of the first to adopt this high nose design. And you can see here how the wings kind of come down off the nose and out. And there was a reason for that. I forget exactly what they said it was. But these are I always thought they were pretty cool looking cars. A very clean design. These are generic bodies, but it's pretty much a pretty close replication of what the actual cars did look like. Back then, there wasn't as much body shape difference in designs as there was, say, in the 70s, when nearly, if not every different team came out with vastly different design philosophies. And So, and this is the team car. Jean Alesi, I think this is one of his first rides, was in the Tyrrell. And this is the Alesi car, and this is the Nakajima car. Alright, so we'll go, and these ones came from Electric Dreams. I shop around, you know, I like to support as many of the different shops as possible. I also support Great Traditions. If you guys are looking for where to get cars, any one of these three, and there's many other ones as well, are great choices. You can't really go wrong. And lastly, I'm sure that these a lot of people are starting to get. I know there's multiple videos of these coming out, and people showing them, so I'm not going to go into extreme detail with these, but I do want to see what they look like in person. It was last week at a show, or the week before the show that I did, that I picked up the 1/43 scale Go versions of these. Get them all their boxes. Just say one thing, they're trying to make sure these things are well protected. I mean, these are in a cardboard box. They're bubble wrapped. They are in a plastic window box. So by the time you get them open, you're pretty much exhausted. Especially you're a fat old bastard like me. So, anyway, let's get some of these out and we'll show you what we got going on here. Oh yeah, no days of Christmas on the unboxings. So we have cardboard, bubble wrap, tissue paper, and finally the window box. There you go, there's the first one. That's the Larson car. I know a lot of people are looking forward to these, as I am. I hope these sell well. So I would really love if Carrera will bring out the other makes, the Toyota and the Ford, and maybe the next go around, if they do only 4 more cars, they do two Fords, 2 Toyotas, so it kind of better represents the NASCAR field. And that's only going to happen if these sell. So I mean, I hope people, I mean, even if you're not a Chevy or a Hendrick fan, but you are a NASCAR fan, I hope you do, if you're interested in slot cars, pick these up, because buying these will lead to more down the road. Personally, I'm a Ford guy. So I'd love to see the Mustangs come out. And I know there's a lot of Toyota fans out there, so hopefully the Toyotas will come out for that fan base as well. And all that's going to lead to Carrera getting to sell more cars. But first, these have to sell. So I'm hoping that these do well. And I think they will. They're really, really well done. I mean, let me get it off the plinth. And we'll get a closer look. I'm not going to go into great detail on all 4 cars, but at least get the first one off and take a look. I mean, the detailing is really, really nice. The finish is really, really nice. I mean, and these are not a super expensive car, so you're getting a pretty good value detail-wise for the price. So I don't think you really can go wrong, even if you just want to get into slot cars. This would be a good start. I mean, if you got kids, you want to get them involved, these would be good cars. Because I think these aren't going to, there's not a lot of pieces, look like fragile pieces that may break off of these. I mean, you have your splitter here, your rear spoiler, and that might be but the only thing that can really break off these cars if they get hard use. But other than that, I mean, if it's like any other Carrera, it's going to run well right out of the box. And they should be competitive against other Carrera cars as well. So, and then there's the Byron car. It's the Chase Elliott car. It's going to be my wife's personal favorite. Probably she'll take that one over. And I got one more car to unbox. And I expect there should be the team car of this coming too, which will be the number 24. But this is the NSR Formula 22. And this is based on, man, they pack these things in tight. I guess that's good. Boy, it's tough getting them apart. Yeah, that's the Alfa Romeo. Sauber Alfa Romeo. This would be the Botas car, the 77. This is from, a couple seasons back. Not exactly sure which race or which season this particular livery ran in, but that's a really pretty car in black and red. Really nice. Again, the detail. That's the thing I think that strikes me the most with modern slot cars. I grew up, as probably most people my age did, with AFX and Tyco. You had the G Plus cars, you had the Tyco 440s, and they were well detailed for being such small cars. They were, I guess, called HO, but they were probably closer, I think more closer to a 1/64th scale than they were a true HO 1/87 scale. The original Aurora let me try that in English. Motor modeling cars are more fit to the true HO scale. The G Plus cars, the 440s, they were bigger. My brother's 10 years older than me, so he had those growing up. I came along, and then of course the cars had morphed and gotten faster, a lot faster. The magnet traction and all that. But when I got back into doing 132 scale, I was amazed at the detail. The fit and the finish of these cars is really, really, really nice. But yeah, that's it for this haul. Like I said, there should be more coming, and I expect a lot more coming down the road. I have a lot of pre-orders out. There's a lot of stuff coming. There's shows coming up. I got a show that I'm going to visit on Sunday, tomorrow in Morgantown, Pennsylvania. And then the following Saturday, there's a show in the Easton area. And then I believe it's the 7th of December, Quakertown, Pennsylvania. They have another slot car show. And that's all scales. It's HO, it's 1/43rd scale, and it's also 1/32nd and occasionally you'll come across a 24 scale car. Very, very rare that you see cars of that size. Now, the show that I'm going to do in Easton is basically everything. And when I mean everything, it's cars in scale in whatever medium you can think of. There's radio control, there's static display models, there's slot cars, there's die cast. I mean, if you're looking for something in a scale model car, that's the place that you want to probably try and find. You can look for them. It's a Lehigh Valley show. You can probably pull it up on the internet if you're in the general vicinity and want to check it out. Even if you're not into slot cars, you might find something else in scale cars that you are interested in. There's all kinds of stuff. There's new stuff, old stuff. I mean, it runs the gamut. I mean, you can, if there's something that you're interested in, you may find it there. Take a chance. They actually have a builder show where people go up and they build models and they judge them and all that. I think they're expanding it now out to RC cars as well. And the talent that some people have is just astounding. And I don't have to tell anybody that's into this hobby that, because if you look at some of these guys' layouts, it's incredible. I'm trying. Let's put it that way. I don't have the skills or the time presently to get that involved. I don't have the space either. Some of these layouts these guys have are absolutely massive. Beautiful, but they're massive. But anyway, I'm going to wrap up this video. And I'm still working on the Firebird kits, the kit bash. I have one that's pretty well done, but I want to hold off on debuting it until I get the second one done, and possibly a third coming. But I'll at least, once I get the second one done, I'll show those off, and then if I do the third one, I'll show that at a later time. I'm waiting on decals to come in for the second car. So once they show up, I get the car decaled and I don't make a mess of it, I'll show it off. But anyway, that's enough for this video. Have a good one, guys. Keep collecting, enjoy, and have a good time racing and whatever else you're going to do. Safe travels.